to Dr. Sagar. Dr. Sagar, isn't it true that you've written a letter to Chief Minister Yedurappa? And, in that letter you say that more than 12 cases have occurred already. But the point is, do you have any legal cell to help the doctors who have been attacked, whether it is physical or subjected to verbal abuse, doctor?
Okay, we have written a letter to our Chief Minister of Karnataka. See, all these incidents we are seeing is very sad state of affairs. When we have a medical education and a health minister who is a doctor, when our DCM himself is a doctor, it is so horrifying to see. Not just in Karnataka, it is happening pan India. Even we saw incident from Assam. We saw the same incident happen in Kerala. When our central health minister himself, Dr. Harshvardhan, is a doctor. Now, there is no universal law across India about these assault on healthcare workers or assault on the doctors or the hospital. What we have is state level laws. Karnataka is currently governed by the Karnataka Prohibition of Violence Against Medicare Services Act of 2009. But however, the Act of 2009 is inefficient because it grants bail immediately. So even in all the cases that I've already, I've already handed it over to the media so that you can see, FIR will be filed. They will be taken into police custody within a couple of days. Once the outrage settles, they will be granted bail through the magistrate. So they would not be getting the punishment that they deserve. And on the other hand, since the cases are filed at the individual level, like for example, if I am assaulted, I will be filing a case. If someone else is, so since I am filing a case at my individual level, I would not be able to drag the legal procedure because I don't have any monetary funds, especially to fight for the legal cases. When I am working for the patients, when I am working for the government, it is the responsibility of the government to make sure that it takes my right to safety into consideration. So it is the responsibility of the government.
Dayanand, so in this, when you say that when we are working for the government, so are you including both private doctors who are doing their duty in private hospitals, as well as, let's say, a district hospital or a government hospital? Do you mean all doctors or only doctors who are working for the Karnataka government?
Okay, when we say legal cell, what we are telling is any doctor or any healthcare worker, need not have to be a doctor in particular, any healthcare worker who is assaulted at the place of the work should be brought under the Legal Cell Act, which is the new act that they have to formulate. Why I say this? Because whether it is private or the government or anybody, what we are serving is, we are serving only the citizens of the nation. So any doctor in the country would serve the citizen of the nation, and it is a service that we are doing to the mankind or in turn to the government. Now, if you go by that logic, you see that so many.
But the thing is, the legal cell will have to be formed, Dayanand, now. Meanwhile, what happens to this doctor in Madikere, like, Dr. Venkatachalapati was saying in Chikamagalur or Ballari, the one doctor is in hospital and is seriously injured, no? And these people have been arrested. But then what happens after that? I'll come back to you, Dayanand.